Now the news of a potential railroad strike starting Friday has the whole country under alert.
To prepare, some changes started to impact the railroad system today, and those affected are raising their voices tonight. Channel 8's Veronica Barreto joins us now with more. Veronica?
Preparations for a potential railroad strike are halting some services and creating a network of slowdowns. Even before a strike can happen, we are already feeling the consequences here in Nebraska. On Wednesday, Amtrak canceled one of its long-distance passenger railroad routes that goes through Lincoln. Here is what Amtrak said in a press release. Amtrak has begun to make initial service adjustments in response to a possible freight railroad service interruption that could occur later this week. But as railroads have started to cut shipments of hazardous materials and have plans to stop hauling refrigerated products, different businesses are raising their voices.
Business groups say that a railroad strike could worsen inflation, lead to price increases, and potentially force a lot of businesses to shut down and maybe even lay off workers if they can't get the materials they need from railroads.
The Consumer Brands Association urged the White House and Congress for support in preventing the strike. Here is what they said. With product availability, inflation, and cost challenges continuing to affect American consumers, the supply chains cannot afford another crisis in the form of a freight rail strike. Here in Nebraska, businesses that rely on these railroads to deliver their materials and finished products have started planning for the worst. A strike will likely affect farmers the most as harvest season is approaching. Kansas Grain and Feed Association, representing farmers in Kansas and Nebraska, said a strike would hit hard the local economy.
It will stop all transportation of the grain going from the elevator to the end user. So it will basically just put a stop to all production. There will be backups of trucks because the grain can't get on the train.
The Farmers Association said this will affect local economies just as they rebound from COVID, and they're asking farmers to stand up.
I would urge farmers to reach out to their elected officials to urge them to put pressure on the railroads and the unions to come to an agreement.
There is talk of Congress looking at ways to stop a strike. Meanwhile, the Biden administration is developing a plan to use trucks, ships, and planes to try to keep the most crucial chemicals and other goods moving if the railroads stop rolling.
Okay, and of course, we'll keep people updated as soon as we learn more information. Veronica Barreto, thank you so much.